or it may be acute and associated with a large heart attack that affects left ventricle.
Perfect. Thank you.
They have the flavor ones too.
It's the left ventricle failure, pump failure itself.
Electrical failure is what you said the first part?
No, it's this buildup of fluid resulting in pump failure of the heart. It represents a condition in which the left and right ventricles are failing.
Okay.
But means in the chronic condition that represents over a period of time may be acute, but associated with a large heart attack that affects the left ventricle. Remember, electricity is involved in that part. That's just like different things.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have a failure. Yeah. No, you're right.
Because that's what defib is
So-
in this section.
Yeah. So congestive heart failure. Anything wrong with the heart?
Yes.
So electrical failure is going to be one of those.
It can be considered that? Oh, okay. Because I know it would be considered a failure, but I thought that was a rule with defib and shit like that.
Well, that's what VFib is an electrical failure. It's not. They're not freaking popping off properly, which is causing the quivering,
And that fluids in PEA in the system.
which will cause a backup because of poor cardiac output, a backup throughout the rest of the system.
So tachycardic is considered a CHF. Because it's pumping so much to the point.
Where you're not perfusing properly, yes, and causes a backup of fluid.
Oh.
Yeah. Electrical failure.
So when I hear congestive heart failure, I just think of like buildup of fluid.
Yeah, no.
Congestion.
Yeah.
Same thing. It is. It's a buildup of fluid. But that buildup of fluid can be caused by electrical failure or electrical failure would be
So those are subcategories of the buildup of fluid.
Yes.
So it's-
These are causes
Of the buildup.
for the buildup.
Which
The
cause?
building is a cause of congestive heart failure. Or, in other words, just
Heart failure.
heart failure. Unless you get your heart ripped out of you and then there's no more heart and then you have a backup because it's not circulating at all. Then I
Yeah.
guess that, well, technically you don't have a buildup in the heart or,
Yeah.
which, it's the same fucking thing.
So these two are just causes of.
Yeah,
And this
so-
would be the medical
so-
heart failure,
these are
not the
electrical failure.
trauma heart failure.
Yes, the medical heart failure, not necessarily the trauma heart failure. Although trauma heart failure can lead to a backup, causing congestive heart failure.
Gotcha.
When you say, I don't understand what, like.
Cactuses, succulents, succulents.
Trauma and medical. So medical, so with trauma, your causes of injury are going to be the primary reason for the malfunction, while the effects that the trauma causes are secondary effects. In medical, the primary effect is a failure in the body system. It's the same thing with primary and secondary spontaneous pneumothorax, where primary it just happens, and secondary there's a cause or disease that causes it to happen. Trauma just happens to be the primary reason, secondary to the organ shutdown that causes the other side.
Can you,
Right.
can you explain what you mean by electrical failure?
Electrical failure, so your SA node not firing
Okay,
properly,
perfect. That's perfect.
or even down to where SA doesn't
Yeah.
fire properly, then your AV
or
doesn't
the-
fire properly, and then
Gotcha.
nothing fucking works. Right. So that's congestive heart failure in a nutshell. Based off of this, and what you already know, right? What would be some signs and symptoms